Hello, Auntie Uju. Good evening. Because I don't always go out with this phone. So I'll just keep a check with the phone now. I'm for your message. Most times, I'm not happy with this phone na yard, maka. And I use this phone mostly for online. All those videos, I use it. I don't take it out unless I'm wearing online classes. So I carry, when I send it through that other line, I would have gotten it. My wife na June when I was eating that. He sent the message. I was like, I found many message you. So I check this phone now. The data set for zero on. So let the work in them. The first one was 132. Please, this X not here. Or base. Or another subscript. There underneath, very tiny. So it is 132 base X equals 72 base 10. So here this type of work, the best thing is to change this one now to base 10. That means to be on the same base with this 72. And how do we change this one to base 10? You get whether this number, this one here, multiply by this X plus this 3, multiply by this X again, plus this 2 multiply by this X. If we give here 1 times X plus 3 times X plus 2 times X equals 72. Now, here the message you now label that X, the base, you number the base from 0, from here, from the end here, you label it from here. Can you say I label it 0, 1, 2. So there are 0, 1, 2. So now this number now may multiply is now in base 10. That is why you don't see me write base 10 again here. So that means these and these are now in the same base. But I have to simplify this. This is x raised to power 2 and we are x squared. So 1 times x squared will give me x squared plus 3 times x raised to power 1. X raised to power 1 is x. X raised to power 1 is x. So 3 times x raised to power 1 is 3x. Then 2 times x raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0 from the law of indices is always 1. That is why this x raised to power 0 became 1. 1 million raised to power 0 is what? Is 1. So 2 times 1. That's why I'm telling him the day here equals 72. Now, if you look at it again, x squared, I brought it down. 3x, I brought it down. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, this is a simple equation. This 72 not on the right. It will now cross to this other side, to the left. Because on our right, with the equals to, and cross to the left, the sign will change to minus. It is positive here. Everyone here is positive. So when it crosses to the left, it becomes negative. So that this 2 times 1 is 2 minus 72 equals 0. So if you look at it now, my x squared is here, 3x is here, then 2, this is plus 2. Plus 2 minus 72 is impossible. So you have minus 70. 2 minus 72 will give me minus 70 equals 0. Now this is here, this x squared plus 3x minus 70 equals 0 is now what we call quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. And the way you do it is you will use this x squared, the highest power, and multiply the 70, taking note of the sign is a minus 70, so don't forget that. So x squared times minus 70, it will give me minus 70 x squared. See that? Then I will now go somewhere here and find all the factors of 70. Factor means numbers that can divide 70. How do you get it? You start from 1. 1 times what will give me 70? 1 times 70. After 1, the next number, it must be in order. After 1, the next number is 2. You now think 2 times what will give me 70? 2 times 35. After 2 is 3. 3 times what will give me 70? That is nothing because 3 cannot divide 70. After 3, so 3 is not there. After 3 is 4. 4 times what will give me 70? Nothing because 4 can't divide 70. After that one is 5. 5 times what will give me 70? 5 times 14. Forget. Now, 5 times 14. After 5, 6. 6 times what will give me 70? Nothing. After 6 is 7. 7 times what will give me 70 is 10. 7 times 10 will give me 70. After the 10, after the 7, what next? 8. 8 times what will give me 70? 8 times nothing. After 9, after 8 is 9. 9 times what? Nothing. After the 9 is 10. The 10 is already here. When the next number here is here, you stop. Now you look at this pair. The pair means the two numbers, the two factors you are getting. Which of them? Remember this is what I have now. X squared plus 3x minus 70. Which of these factors, when I add it or subtract, I will get plus 3 in the middle. I repeat, which of these factors here, the pair like this, if I add this or subtract, I will get this plus 3. Then when I multiply, I will get the minus 70 that I multiplied. So if you look at it, it is what? 7 and 10. How? 10 minus, can you see? 10 minus 7. If you put x there, 10x minus 7x, I will get what? 3x. Then, now do 10x times minus 7x. It becomes minus 70x squared, which is what I got here. Look at it. 10x times minus 70 times minus 7x. It means 10 times minus 7. I'll get minus 70. X times x. I'll get what? X squared. So that means what can go? What will give me that is what? 10x and minus 7x. I will just carry it and come and replace this. Why? 10x minus 7x will give me 3x. So I'm just splitting the 3 into 10x minus 7x. Then put your minus 70 there and put your x squared. So it will be x squared plus, this plus will be here. 3x has become 10x minus 7x. Then what do I have? Minus 70 equals 0. Then you now group them. Group means this x squared plus 10x. Group them together. X squared plus 10x. Put in bracket. Now look at this. Minus 7x. Minus 70. So there's minus here and minus here. So you bring out the minus. When you bring out the minus, this 7x minus divided by this minus will give you plus 7x. Minus 70 divided by this minus again, you have plus. Take note. The same thing happened here. It was plus and plus. So when plus divided by plus will give you the same plus. Plus and plus will also give you plus. But when it is minus, you have plus. Minus divided by minus, you have plus. Take note of what I did though. I just factored out the sign. Then what will I do now? Go and factor what? What is common here? Factor. X squared plus 10x. What is common? X squared is common. So if I bring out x squared will divide this x. X is common. X is common. So if I bring out the x will divide this x squared. What do I have? I will have x left. 10x divided by this x, I will have 10. Can you see that? So x is de facto out now. Here, 7x plus 70. What can divide it? 7. Bring out the 7. 7x divided by 7, you have x left. 70 divided by 7, you have 10. And if you see it, x plus 10, x plus 10. They are not the same. That means this one and this one. Now what is common? What is common? X plus 10. You factor that out again. So if you factor x plus 10 out, what do you have left? X. For this one, what do you have left here? You have minus 7. Can you see what is happening now? So I have x plus 10, put it in bracket, then x minus 7 in bracket equals 0. Then you split it. This x plus 10 equals this 0. So x plus 10 equals 0. So this plus 10 will come to the, can you see it will cross the equal sign if it was on the left before. So when it now comes to the right, it becomes negative. So x equals minus 10. Here, x minus 7 equals 0. What happened? X, the minus 7 will come here because I'm looking for x. When minus 7 crosses to the other side, it becomes what? It becomes x equals 7 because minus will become plus, x equals 7. So, but remember this is in base 10, number base. Number base, we don't deal with negative numbers. We don't deal with negative numbers in number base. They are all positive because number base 10, if you look at the number base 10 means is 0 to 9. There is no negative there. That is why we will not discard x equals minus 10 because the number should be bigger than 0. From 1 plus, bigger than 0. So that is why this x minus 10 will be what? Will be discarded, and we move on to what? We now take x what? X plus 7 as the solution. So x plus 7 is the solution to that now. So the same thing happens to the second question that you gave me. That's the same way you did that one. You do this one too. 142 n. This is base n. Can you see it's tiny? It's not n. It's 142 base n equals 47 base 10. The same thing. I said you take this one times it by the n plus the 4 times it by the n plus the 2 times by the n equals 47. So this number is already in base 10. I will now write equals 47. I will no more put the base 10. And I say you go and number your n. You number the base. So don't go and number this one. No. Number the base 0 and 1 2 n raised to power 2 times 1 will give me n raised to power 2. We call it n square in mathematics. N raised to power 1 is n already. So n times 4 we have 4n. And I told you anything raised to power 0 will give us 1. So 2 times 1, that's what you see there, equals 42. So this is n raised to power 2 is still there. 4n is there. Then 2 times 1 will give you 2. This is 47, I told you. It will come here. Why? It will come and join these two. That's what we call it like terms. Like terms. So and because it was positive here, when it comes here, it becomes negative. So 2 minus 47 equals our 0. 0 is left here now. So remember what I said again. 2 take away 47 is impossible. So you do 47 minus what? 2. It will give you 45. But you will not do what? Put a negative because 2 take away 47 is impossible. So you get minus 45. So I have my n squared plus 4n minus 45 equals 0. Don't forget again, we could repeat what we did there. Your 45 and n squared. Don't forget the sign. It's minus 45. So n squared times minus 45 will give me minus 45n squared. Now go and find the what? Factors of 45. First one, 1 times 45. 2, can 2 go in 45? No. Next number is 3. 3 times what? 15. After 3 is 4. 4 times what? Nothing. I go 5. 5 times 9. After 5 is 6. 6 times what? Nothing. 7? No. Nothing. You cannot. You don't have 7 times. You don't have 7 times anything that will give you 45. 8? No. 9. 9 times 5. But 9 is already here. So you stop. And you now go back. Don't forget what you have. You have n squared plus 4n minus 45. So you look for these pairs you have here, this pair of factors now. Which one will I add or subtract? That will give me plus 4 in the middle. And when I multiply them, I will get minus 45n squared. Remember, it's plus 4n. So let us now check. It is this 5 and 9. If you do 9n minus 5n, I'll get 4n. So now, 9n times the minus 5n. What do I have? I will have minus 45n squared. So that means my 9n and minus 5n will now come and replace the 4 you have here. So it becomes n squared plus 9n minus 5n minus 45 equals 0. Don't forget that 9n minus 5n is the same as what? 4n. So I just splitted the 4 into 9n minus 5n. So now, factor out again. N squared plus 9n. Put them in bracket. Now, you have a minus here, have a minus here. If you have minus here and you have plus here, and you bring out the minus, this plus will be changed to minus. Because if you open the bracket, you get back. So bring out the minus first, bring it out. Minus divided by minus 5, you have plus 5. Minus divided by minus 45, you have plus 45. And look at it, if I multiply by minus, minus times 5, I will get minus 5. Minus times plus, I will get. So that is why I'm factoring it out. Don't forget that is important. So now check what is common to both this and this now. N is common. N is a factor. N divided in n square, you have n left. 9n divided by n, you have 9. So, and if you see, if you open the bracket, if you multiply 9 times n, you have 9n square. 9 times, n times n, you have n square. N times 9, you have 9 square. So, n times n square. N times 9 is 9n. So, so if you factor it out, when you open back the bracket, you must get back this. So here now, 5n plus 45. What do you have? 5 is common. Bring out the 5. 5n divided by 5, you have n left. 45 divided by 5, you have 9. Can you see? N plus 9. N plus 9 is a common factor. Bring it out. What do you have left here? N. What do you have left here? Minus 5. Equals what? 0. Go back and do the same thing we did in the other one. N plus 9 equals 0. The plus n plus 9 will come here. It will become what? Minus 9. So n equals minus 9. So here now, n minus 5 equals 0. Minus 5 will come and join this. It will become plus. So n equals 5. And don't forget the number is in what? It's in base 10. Base 10 numbers, we don't deal with negative. Anything number base, there's no negative number. That's why you discard n equals minus 9. So because the numbers must be bigger than 0. So we take what? N as equals to what? Equals 5. I hope you understand this, okay? So please, if there's any challenge again, let me know, but always send it to my first line. This line is mostly in the house for online lessons and videos. So that's what I'm sending it to you now. I will send you the report now. Thank you so much.